Hey, this is Daniel Preach. We're back in the garden again. I really honestly don't know if I should be or not, and don't know honestly if you ought to be taking gardening advice from me. And I do trial and error. I see what some people do successfully, and I try to imitate it, try to copy it, and that's how you learn. And many of you seen my videos about these buckets, and I just added some cross ties, and I got a couple that I'm going to put in across the centers there, and I'm gonna block it off. I'm gonna do away with the buckets this year, and I'm not gonna continue it. I'm gonna keep the trellis. I'm gonna keep the wire trellis here, and but I'm gonna do away with the buckets. And you say, why? Well, the buckets are successful with some folks, but as a pastor preacher, you know, I'm busy, and you need to keep them watered. You really do, with those pans on the bottom. And but anyway, my tomatoes did wonderful up until I over fertilized them and I burned them up later. I did everything perfect in the beginning, and they were doing wonderful. I mean, doing outstanding. Really, I wish I would have did some updated videos on that. And but they did wonderful up until I added some fertilizer. I'm one of these, if you know, a little is good, a lot's better, and you can't do that with tomatoes. So I'm gonna carry you along on the trip as we do these tomatoes, and I want you to come along with me, and we're gonna plant some more again, but I'm gonna plant them in the ground. I'm gonna dump all what I got in these buckets. I'm gonna dump everything out and put them in the ground, and try to make me a raised bed is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to plant some squash and some zucchini on the other side. I have it a little bit offset. It's a little bit favored to one side, and on this side I'm going to plant some squash and zucchini. So I want you to come along with us. I'm going to try to make some more videos as I can. What I'm about to do also in this space right here, I'm going to plant some okra, and I'm going to put a couple heels of okra right here. And some people pronounce that okra, some pronounce it okra. I was raised, we pronounced it okra, and we ate it any way you cooked it. I really love it. Now, what we got over here is really a mess. It needs to be cleaned up, but honestly what it is some green onions. We let them stay in the ground last year. They're going to seed, and what we need to do is we need to dig them up, and come back and replant them, but you got to leave them until they die, the tops die, the flowers die, and go in the seed. See, those little bees are working them tops there, them little flowers. But you can leave them in there, leave them in the ground, and they'll come back. We got 3 rows of them. We like green onions. We use them quite a bit. But I'm going to stop this right here, and I'll get back with you in a little bit and give you an update what's going on. Stay with us.